Countdown.
We live.
Even though I'm high as fire, I'm gonna love you anyhow. I'ma stay safe. I'ma stay safe. I'ma stay safe. Even though I'm high as fire, I'm gonna love you anyhow.
This is Apostle Dr. Melvin Brown. This is our fourth video that we're going to make concerning politics. We want you to really look at this. And I was looking at the Joel show again this morning at 5 a.m. this morning. I think they're sort of getting it. I heard Chuck Todd say a few things, and I heard another guy sitting right next to Chuck Todd. A lady wrote into him and said, I understand what you're saying about Donald Trump. It's true, but we're going to still vote. I'm still going to vote for him. And she also said that because I'm voting for him, that's like sticking the finger up in the government. So you started getting how the voters feel. But I want to say to Democrats, Republicans, and independents, those that are supporting Trump, because you got them sort of from every side. I'm not talking to the Ku Klux Klan because you ain't changing. But and you do need to listen to this, Klansman. Let's look at Donald Trump history, voters. When he says, when Putin talks good of me, I'm going to talk good of him. Well, what I want to tell you, voters, if he gets in office, the minute he does something that you don't like and you begin to tell him, he's going to attack you. Just like he tells all those other people, F them and this and that, he's going to tell you the same thing. And I understand you voters that are out there hurt about government. And you have all the right to be hurt about the way this administration has been run the last 50 years and the way it's going. And we're not a country that we think a democracy. These folks get in and do what they want. So voters, I really want you to think about this. I'm not trying to tell you vote for Miss Clinton. I'm just telling you, this man will betray you the minute you say something against him. All you got to do is follow his history. Follow his history. Look at this, voters. Look at this. I know you're hurt because of government. And you have every right to be for what some of the things they've done, and many senators and governors and aldermen and people we have put into place that told us one thing and did another thing after they got in there. And people that lost their homes, their bank, their 401k and money and insurance. I understand you being hurt behind this government. Even putting people in a war, saying it was mass destruction, weapons when it wasn't. People lost loved ones. I understand all of that. I understand all of that. But this Trump will betray you. I want to say something else to the Joe show. If you're really studying Trump and you don't understand why he likes the president, Putin, Trump probably even likes Hitler. Trump likes men that are strong and are dictators. Trump is a dictator himself, and he likes those type of figures. I want to say something to you also, Miss Hillary Clinton, that's running for president. You need to take that commercial off where Trump is saying, F these people, and you could go tell them, because the voters that are voting for Trump, that makes him look strong. Somebody said the other night in the debate, even though he was lying, but what the voters saw, not his lies, but his firmness and hitting down and looking straight ahead while he lied. That is what is attracted to his voters. He looks strong. So to them, they see a man, when he get into office, he'll tell Paul Ryan, go jump off a lake. He'll tell any of those other leaders. And Ryan thinks he's going to be able to control Trump. And he will be, to a certain extent, using some psychological methods on his mind, because whatever Trump does, he's got to look good in it. And if he makes a decision and it's going to look like it's going to make him look bad, he will listen to Paul Ryan. He will follow those ones in there that's been there as long as he has. That's why, another reason why Ryan and them has not came out and took the endorsements from him. They know he doesn't know nothing, but they know he does not want to look bad. So he's going to have to listen to somebody or look just like a plain dummy. Voters, I know you're hurt. You want to stick it to the government. I understand all of that. Clinton, that's running against him, take that video off and put videos of him talking about the black community, talking about the Spanish community, and the people that he's talked about. Those other videos you're showing to the voters, he looks real strong, and that's the person they want in there to tell people off. So you thinking that is hurting him. It's not. It's helping him. That's why your numbers are dropping when you keep showing that video in these different places. You're going. Now, yes, 10 years ago or 15 years ago, you'd have played a video like that, he wouldn't have even stood a chance. But times have changed, and people have changed in the way they think, in the way they feel. And what you professionals call moral or good standards, people ain't looking at it like that no more. So when you talked about the man on the Joel show that did not know that country, you think he should? That ain't what people are looking for no more. They look for that for years with the professionals. And look where it's got them. And that's why they so hurt. So you people that are doing news and all that, you're going to have to take time. You're going to have to take time and study the voters. It's the voters that are putting these people in. See, you're looking at the candidates now and what they think and what they feel. No, look at the voters, how they view candidates now. That's where you're missing it at. The Joel show, you're missing it. And you're looking at these candidates trying to be as careful as you can to say things that you don't say they look crazy or dumb or stupid. I heard you sort of say that today, how to separate Trump from the voters. I just told you how to separate Trump from the voters. Put the things out there he's really said. Attack his integrity. Attack his pride. As one young man said today on the Joel show, he hit it just right. Clinton, if you want to be president of the United States of America, I believe in my heart that you believe that you're innocent on your emails scandal. I'm like Mika on the Joel show. Call one of them and do a half an hour interview. Let them ask you the questions and give you time to explain it. I like what you're doing today or tomorrow, we're calling all the professional lieutenants and captains in a war to get their advice on how to deal with ISIS and get that out of the way. That is a smart strategy move. But I'm going to say to you again, the voters that are voting for Trump are not looking at that. They're not looking at that. As somebody said today when they showed the little picture of the little boy that they found in that rubble from the bomb, and they saw it was on news for a week, that just leaves people's mind. It only comes back when we got soldiers over there that's dying and get hurt, and you show that. That's when it really affects America. America, most of the people here today, even though you're news people that follow this stuff, understand it. They're not concerned about Iraq. They're not concerned about Russia. They're not concerned about China building these missiles right now. They figure you guys will handle that. They're concerned about the hurt that goes on every day in their life and what the government has done to affect them to having that dream of owning a business, keeping their house, sending their kids to school. And that's what Trump is speaking to, Ms. Clinton. What are you speaking to change that? Those are the meetings you need to be having. And your policy is going to change their life and how they want to trust you, but they can't trust you because they feel the emails and the Republicans have done such a good job to make you look bad. And they wish some of them wish they hadn't done it now because Trump won this election. They would rather have you in there, but they can't say it, some of them. Sit down with the Joe Show. Tell them your vision, how you're going to make their life better. I'll give you one last thing to do if you're able to do it. If you can find the strength through your faith to do this here. I'm giving you sound words of advice. I saw you at the convention of the church, and you talked about your Methodist faith. You talked about God forgiving us. It was through grace that will get us to the finish line. Not only will grace get you to the finish line, because Romans 6:1 said, therefore now. Amen. He said where sin is, grace much more abound. If you can be sincere and come out and say, I repent, not only for my mistakes in government, but for the Democrats' mistake in government, for the Republican mistakes in government, for the independent people mistakes in government, and for the ones that, like Barney was social. I repent for any of us that made mistakes and hurt the United States of America of mistakes we made. And with your help, people, I will not make those mistakes. With your help. And if I do make mistakes, make me a one-term president. And look them in the eye. Thank you very much. Have a great day.